What's up? What's up? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Wanted to record a video. I said I was going to be recording more and talking about my business and just the day. Today it is sunny. It's cold. I think it was like 38 degrees this morning, 36 degrees, something like that. I did go to Dollar General. I absolutely love Dollar General. I had to grab some things, needed some coffee creamer and whatnot. And I just wrote down some affirmations. I have some training videos to go over. I'm posting, but I wanted to record this video and ask you, how is your day going? How is everyone doing? How's your family? How's your health? How's your mental health, most importantly? Because it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. I try not to watch the news too much. But when I do, sometimes I say I shouldn't have. I should not have. But I like to include specific people in my prayers, specific areas. If there's something that's going on in the world, I like to include it into my prayers because I love to practice being more mindful about what's going on in other people's situations, because it's not just me. You know, it's a whole world out there, and a lot of people are going through a lot of things. But I do appreciate actually being able to be home more than I have been in previous years. This business is affording me that flexibility. Do I still work as a nurse? Yeah, I do, because to be honest, I have not replaced my income yet. Supplemented, yes. Replaced completely, no. My dog's sneezing. And then cleaned up and sprayed Febreze, and she's the lowest to the floor, so everything is settling down and she's sneezing, poor thing. But yeah, I just enjoy building this business, the things that I'm learning, being able to actually enjoy talking to my husband more because it's not so rushed. Being able to get up and go to the store when I wanted to versus I would have to do it after work. And usually after work, I'm tired and I don't feel like stopping any place else. I just want to come straight home. So being able to adjust my day around my personal business, my errands, my home-based business, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Not having to worry about traffic, because I'm in San Antonio, Texas, and if anyone is watching this video, and if you live in San Antonio, Texas, or if you visited here before, you know traffic is not nice at all. Rush hour traffic is not nice. When I was working first shift, my last job that I had, I was a case manager. I would get to the office like 6:15 in the morning just so I could avoid traffic because it was horrible, 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 horrible. When I would do my 12 hours and I would do 7A to 7P, I would have to make sure that I left out the house like dumb early just so I could beat traffic. Don't let it be an accident. You could forget it. Like, I've sat in traffic an hour and 15 minutes because, there was an accident and there was no way to get out. I'd be sitting there and I'm in a position where I can't leave my lane, but I'm sitting here watching other people around me go through the grass. A flat tire is not worth it. I'll just stick it out and just chill here, in traffic. So I appreciate not having to go through that. Or taking off work when one of your kids is sick. Now, my kids are grown, but if I had this opportunity when my kids were in school, it wouldn't be a need for me leaving work to pick them up. And at that time, back then, my mother was still alive. So if I was at work and I really couldn't leave and she was at home, I wouldn't bug her too much because my kids didn't get sick often. But I would have that cushion. I don't have her as a cushion anymore. So I'll be honest and tell you, anybody that's listening, if you've ever lost a close loved one, adjusting to life without them is the hardest thing. Like, your new norm, This is the longest I've ever gone without talking to my mother. Me and my mother was like this, like thick as thieves. You know, again, I've said it before in other videos. My mother is the reason that I relocated to San Antonio, Texas. When my mother told me she was moving here, I already knew I was coming here. It was no questions, no questions. There was nothing more important than being close to my mother. So this has been a really hard adjustment, and actually March coming up will be 3 years without her. So I've been trying to think smarter, trying to find ways to make sure that myself, I know I have a husband, but I don't expect him to pay my bills like that. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to contribute more. So having these side hustles, this digital business, and the sophistication, the maturity of it, it's really helping to mold me as a person. When I first started recording videos or even going live, I was not comfortable at all. And I still get nervous, especially if there's been a little bit of time lapse. Okay, that was a shadow. But I say, look like I got. Not that that matters, but I'm not there yet. I'm there in some places, but I'm about to say, like, dag, my neck is sagging. It's just the shadow of my hair. But yeah, I need to stop. Like, I get distracted and then I forget my thought. But oh yeah, the sophistication and the maturity of this business has helped me grow. And I still get nervous either recording a video, because I'll tell you, I talk to myself. I just don't usually record myself when I talk. So I'm learning how to brainstorm out loud, record videos so they'll play. People will be able to watch them later when I'm not even on social media. It's there as like a little fingerprint so that my thoughts are recorded. And this business has helped me grow. It's still a lot that I need to learn because I'm realizing I have a short attention span. Wasn't so much so when I was younger, but I'm older now. And I think it's just parts of my brain deteriorating because I'm still grieving the loss of my mother. So it's like my brain is changing, and I don't like the fact that I get disenchanted, as my Aunt Boogie would say. Rest in peace, Auntie. It's like it not loses my interest, but I have to break it up and do other things. I just can't sit and go through training modules just hours on end, and I can do it in spurts, but like on a regular, because this business is constantly growing, it's constantly changing, new methods are coming out, things are being upgraded, updated, things like that. So you have to stay plugged in and regularly check, you know, the trainings and the webinars and things like that so that you can stay up on, you know, your business and what the company is doing and things like that. But I'll tell you, I see a lot of money moving through this business. A lot of people are growing. A lot of people are being able to take care of their families. And I want that. I want that. I want to be able to make sure that me, myself, and my children are zero free as far as debt. Like, there's no debt. And this is the one of the many tools that I'm using, but the main tool that I'm using so that that can happen. There has never been a time where I have been home and I've been working for myself, but there's no risk of me losing my job because I'm an independent contractor. So I pick up shifts and I work when I need to, you know, and it's okay, you know. I like to think that since July 18th, 2024, that I'm on a, you know, a sabbatical. And this digital business is a part of my journey because I am taking the time to really hone in on it, taking the time to do these lives, record videos, and share the business opportunity. Now, I know for a fact that the majority of the people that's on my Facebook pages or wherever I decide to upload this video, you don't know me. A few people know me, but the majority of you don't. And I know that the things that I talk about may not resonate within you. It may not be something that you're interested in, but these videos are for those ones that are interested. And you might not be interested in having your own business now for whatever reason. There's multiple reasons why people don't think about it. And I'll tell you personally, I was not the type to think about it. It just recently happened within the past year where I wanted more. I did not want to be one of those ones that spend their whole life working and time is going by. I done worked through so many life changes, even worked through the death of my mother, worked through my aunt passing away. And I'm going to tell you, when someone dies, you really see their true colors. True colors, true colors. I'll upload another video later on sharing my thoughts on that. But it really, people say a lot. Action speaks louder than words. Someone can tell you one thing, but then they'll turn around and show you the truth. So pay attention not only to what people say, but the things that they do. You know what I mean? And it's a shame that my mother is not alive, because first of all, if my mother was alive, the things that's going through my mind would not have happened. I'm not talking about like my aunt passing away. My mom can't, we can't prevent people from dying. You know what I mean? Like that. So, but just the other family stuff that goes on would not be the way that it is. And it's another reason why I'm glad that I have this business, because I actually have the time to sit and listen to myself, listen to my thoughts. I can pray, I can meditate, I can plan things out, and I don't have to worry about, oh snap, like I gotta go to work. I can if I want to. I'm able to adjust my schedule, and I'm able to actually do other things. My mom passing away, my routine has changed. I was with my mother here in Texas from August of 2012 up until she passed away March of 2022. My aunt that just recently passed away moved here, I think in June of 2015, I think she moved here June of 2015, and she just passed away November of 2024. So I spent a lot of time with these two women, just me, them, and my kids, but mainly me and the two of them, running errands, taking them to the bank, going to the grocery store, just hanging out, eating, laughing, them coming over to my house, playing cards. We would always play spades. And it would have been a blessing to have this business, because I still would have been making money while I was enjoying life. Well, now they're not here. They're both resting because they were sick, losing weight, body changing. I remember my mother specifically told me that she felt like a prisoner in her own body. She felt so diseased. And if you didn't know, my mother had end-stage renal disease, which is kidney disease, and she was on dialysis, and she switched back to peritoneal dialysis. There was an incident where act of carelessness, and my mom developed peritonitis, and that was just the downhill fast with no breaks for the last portion of her life. So my mom never got a chance to get her kidney disease. Never got a chance to get her kidney disease, Ebony. Never got a chance to get her kidney transplant. Like, I've got so much on my mind. But yeah, it's just, I'm glad now that I'm actually able to go back and think about these things, realign my life with this business, and I don't have my aunt and my mom here to share this information with, or even to share this lifestyle with, but I still have family members that are still alive. That freed up time that I now have, since I don't work full time and I, don't have an ill relative right now to take care of or to help assist, I'm able to focus more on my spirituality, getting my life right with God, because without my Heavenly Father, I would not be here. I need God. God doesn't need me. So being able to realign with that, being able to pour my heart out to him and let God know exactly what I would like. Like, I know God's purpose. I know what the Bible says about God's purpose, his will, and things like that. He still expects us to take care of our families. So being able to have that mature conversation with God, I appreciate that. Having this mature business, it's not a lot of young fluff. It's not get rich overnight, and I'm sure people have heard that, saying it's not it's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not a MLM. It's not a pyramid business model, anything like that. No disrespect to those models, because those have been around and people have made money, off of that. But this is not what this is. This is a marathon, not a sprint. This is long term. And I am truly on my way to earning 6 figures a month. That is my goal. And to be able to help other people do the same thing. Making sure that my children are debt free. I want to zero out their, debt as well, so they don't have to struggle. Now, my kids are not little. They're, mid-20s. My oldest is 31. But, having something that adds value to someone's life, something that they can actually use to kind of make life easier, because, there's so much that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. Having extra money does seriously relieve a big stress, or a big weight off of your shoulders when you have money coming in. And so that's exactly what I'm going to be posting about. Just the lifestyle, the things that I'm grateful for with this business, and being able to work either in my office, at my computer. I've got tissues here, but my laptop there, or from my phone. Me and my husband go on vacation or leave somewhere. Being able to have the laptop and have the Wi-Fi and be able to work and still stay connected without having to be attached to a brick and mortar. Learning tools that gets me to thinking and brainstorming and finding other ways to create other streams of income, and learning these new tools that they have coming out with ChatGPT and AI and funnels and all of this stuff. How things are becoming more digital. Even businesses are moving to, the digital workspace as well. So being able to still have your regular day-to-day life, your business, but then also having an online digital business that makes it global, so you can reach people all around the world. People in France, people, in Asia. You've got people in Canada, Australia, things like that, all over the US, different time zones and things like that. So it's just amazing. Is it scary? Absolutely. Because this is not what I'm used to. I'm used to getting a job and going to work, and then I know what I'm supposed to do. Being a business, owner, having your own business online, wherever, brick and mortar, that mindset, absolutely, you have to change, because I was cool with being a worker bee, but swapping positions and putting on that queen bee outfit, being the boss, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's very rewarding, absolutely, but it takes a whole different train of thought. Like, it's completely different, but I appreciate it nonetheless, and this is just what I was thinking about for this Thursday. If you are interested in freeing up time, being able to have a business of your own, being able to work online, being able to learn, in addition to your job right now, because we have to be realistic, then please send me a message, or you can go ahead and you can log on to www.ebonydigitalgroup.com, and you can sign up for our free webinar. Once you sign up, I'll get a notification that you did that, and then just enjoy the journey. Take your time, take notes, do your due diligence, do your research, but But there's ways that you can diversify yourself that you probably didn't even know. You can have extra money to actually invest in what you want to. You can have extra income so that you can pay off debt. You know, being able to send a relative $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 and it not really break your bank, you know? Hopefully there's still enough love in the world that you would be willing to do that. Because I'm going to tell you, when people have the opportunity to give extra money to a relative or whatever, they don't. They don't. This business will make it so that you won't have to depend on anyone else to give you a handout or to have a heart or to consider you more than their own situation, you know, whatever the case may be. Even if you happen to be new to the area, you're looking for a job, or you have a job but you need an extra stream of income and you don't have, you know, a rich family to get money from, this can be freeing. You can liberate yourself. You can take care of your family in ways that possibly you never have been able to do that before. You know, especially if you happen to be a one income home, this business will help create multiple streams of income without you having to leave your home. You just have to be willing to learn. You have to be willing to take the time to understand, implement. There's people there to help you. You're not by yourself. It's a whole community of people that are in the same business. So it's not like you ask a question and they looking like, what are you talking about? What? No, they know exactly what you're talking about. If it's something that you can't find, you ask a question and somebody knows. Multiple people usually will respond in our community because we all have the same tools. But then when you see people with the same toolbox you got, and you see the things that they're able to build with that same toolkit, you're like, oh, snap, how can I get started? Well, you get started by watching this webinar. You get started by not making excuses. You get started by watching it, taking notes, and just see if it resonates with you. If it does, come on in. If it doesn't, no hard feelings. This might not be the time for you. And sometimes things happen in our lives where we go back and we revisit other opportunities that we passed up. That might be the case, but I'm going to let you know. I'm already 1 year in, and this is something that I plan on using to retire me before I'm 50, and I'm 47. So thank you for listening. Wherever you are in the world, stay prayed up, stay alert, stay vigilant, and try to take care of yourself, okay? You guys have a happy Thursday.